So welcome to the channel. It's Dr. Durst. And today I wanted to talk about what to do with loose skin after weight loss. This seems to be a very common concern recently, especially due to the increased use of GLP-1 agents. And so we also get this conversation that we're having in the office on a daily basis, even for people that want to lose weight and are thinking or have already been on GLP-1s. And those are those agents such as Ozempic or Mounjaro or semaglutide or tirzepatide. Those agents are causing weight loss and, again, some pleomorphic effects or some additional benefits like anti-inflammation, maybe some blood sugar regulation we weren't anticipating. So it is resulting in weight loss, and now people are concerned because they have loose skin. So what can we do about that? So first off, if you are on those agents, being placed on those agents, you definitely don't want to go too fast or lose too much, especially if you're older. So if you're perimenopause and menopause, you don't want to do it too fast. I almost look at here's where we are, here's where we want to be, and we're using agents to help us get there, but we got to change lifestyle habits. So we're just using those agents to help us get to our goal, but we want to work out more, do more resistance. There's some other things specific to perimenopause and menopause, such as not stressing the body too much. If you're going to do a workout, to do it with some calories on board and to increase your resistance, make sure you sleep. So there's some things you want to do along the way to help develop habits, and therefore you're doing it slower. And so the thing that happens as we get older is we do not get the elasticity. Our skin does not bounce back. So if we lost 20 pounds when we were in our 20s, we looked great. It was fine. But when we lose 20 pounds and too fast, when we're in perimenopause or menopause, or once we're in our 40s or beyond, if we're a man, then we're not going to bounce back that fast. So you want to do it slow, and you want to develop some habits at the same time that are going to increase your health, your hydration, help your skin elasticity. But if we actually have lost weight, what is the difference between skin laxity and excess skin? Because that really is the deciding factor for whether you can do some non-surgical options or surgical options. The one thing that's going to help you prevent any surgical options is just don't do too fast and don't do too much. But when you've lost weight, if you have excess skin, that's a surgical condition. If you have laxity, where you're just feeling some loose skin and it needs to be tightened, that's something that's non-surgical. So what can we do for that laxity to get rid of it after some weight loss? Well, you want to look at agents that decrease fat to smooth out the fat, that cellulite dimpling that you get, and you also want to tighten skin at the same time. So the key is you never want to do a body composition treatment that doesn't address both at the same time. So you want to have fat reduction and kill the fat, but you want to tighten the skin at the same time. So what doesn't work is CoolSculpting. They do a great job of advertising for that, but basically you're going to get fat killing. You can have some adverse effects of a rebound fat deposition, but even if you're killing fat with the cooling of the fat, you still never tighten skin. So why would you ever want to kill the fat and then have laxity and skin laxity as a result of that? So CoolSculpting doesn't work. Check that one off the list. They do a great job of advertising it, but it is definitely something I would advise against strongly. But you can look to other devices that will tighten skin and kill fat. And so radio frequency heating is one of them. We have some devices that do that. The radio frequency heat will kill the fat. It heats it up to a point where it kills the fat, but then it also tightens skin at the same time. Some of those devices will also do some muscle stimulation at the same time, but I still like to focus on some radio frequency heating so that we're killing fat and tightening skin. And if we're getting some muscle stimulation, maybe that's an added bonus. Maybe it's not. You should probably focus in on a muscle treatment instead. And then we also have a laser that does that, which is TightSculpting for us, which we love as well, where we're using it's a laser, and it's the heat energy that basically gets the fat up to a temperature that kills it, but it tightens skin at the same time. That is one of those where you can also just tighten skin and not kill fat, which is the only device that does that. So you can basically look at women and above the knees as we get older, we'll have some skin laxity. That's not necessarily from weight loss, but it can be, because as we lose weight when we get older, we'll have laxity in that area, but not a lot of fat underneath that area. So TightSculpting is the one that can treat that as well. But we can also do radio frequency heating, where it kills fat and it tightens skin. But you want to make sure that you do both of those at the same time. So CoolSculpting is out, and see an office that will talk to you about skin tightening and fat reduction at the same time, and just skin tightening. And TightSculpting is one of those only treatments that will just do that skin tightening. You can also do a radio frequency microneedling. So it's not just radio frequency heat, but you can actually drive that energy into the skin with microneedles. So radio frequency microneedling, we have a Morpheus Body that we use that I love, because that will kill fat and tighten skin. And that is one that you could adjust. Potentially, it's not a laser, but you could adjust that to just do a more superficial treatment of the skin. So those are the different devices. Just know that those can be treated, and it will work for spot areas. We like to be very realistic with our patients when they want some body composition changes and they have that stubborn fat or areas they want to treat. But if you have some overall weight to lose, you want to reach your goal weight first, but you want to do that slowly and over time and not excessively, and do some habitual changes or daily activities that are helping. And then once you get to the goal weight, then you can treat those spot areas. If you've already reached your goal weight or you've lost the weight and you have the skin laxity, then the ways that you want to treat that is, again, with a laser that only addresses the skin, or a radiofrequency microneedling that only addresses the skin. So the important question to ask is, does it kill fat? Because if it doesn't have fat in that area, then you don't want to kill fat. And does it tighten skin? And do they do both? Because if it doesn't tighten skin, you don't want to do it, because it's skin laxity that you're looking at after weight loss. So hopefully that makes sense. The 3 treatments that we do is the radio frequency heating for skin tightening and killing fat. We do radio frequency microneedling and TightSculpting, which uses the laser to kill fat and tighten skin. So hopefully that helps. And if there's any excess skin and it's not just a laxity, then that excess skin is a surgical correction that's needed. So hopefully that helps lay it out. It's a common question, and I just wanted to share that with you today. So if you like the content that you are hearing and you want to get alerts on videos that we put out, then please hit the like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if there's anything else about this topic that you want to hear. Thank you.